Namaste. Welcome to Kaivalya Yoga Gurukulam, KYG, Kanchipuram, South India. So much has been going on in the last 2 months since I came to Kanchipuram. A lot of work related to what we want to offer in relation to our ancient texts and scriptures, where I can continue learning, practice my own spiritual sadhana and practice, and share. I've been guided to move here in Kanchipuram. That's one main reason. The other reason is Maya's parents need support at this point. They're getting old, they need support. So I thought there is no point talking about philosophy and spirituality when we overlook things at home that needs our attention and service and love. And therefore, with these reasons, I have moved here. Maya will come back and forth. She's continuing to work, and she'll continue to, of course, offer all her support to KYG. So together, we are doing our very best to continue our services. But hang in there. It's going to take at least another couple of months. You will see why. Because a lot of things are happening here. We are designing a very beautiful altar inside the home, inside the hall. And I'll show you the location in a bit. For the Prakriti, the Devi. This is Parashakti, right? The energy, both of these are unseen energies of the universe. The Shiva principle is unfathomable, unseen. That's why it's only symbolized in this form. The Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, which I've explained. And their energy crystallizes in the form of Parashakti, the supreme energy principle that becomes the universe. So what we are seeing here, what seeing and experiencing all around us, is this figure in all its manifold expression. Primordially, this is worshipped in three forms. The energy of creativity, Saraswati, the energy of fulfillment, Durga, and the energy of providing abundant resources towards this fulfillment, that is Lakshmi. And so we are building an altar for that. I'm very much drawn, and I've been doing this for over 4 decades now, the practice of Sri Vidya and the worship of Devi, the mother principle. I want to really establish it here in Kanchipuram because that's considered one of the home grounds, if you will, of Devi herself. And so we learn about all these as we go along. And so what we are doing is we went to Chidambaram, and I personally chose the trees that were exported from Africa, I believe. These are teak wood trees, and I had to select the right quality, and so I wanted to go and select it rather than buy in a shop. So this is the teak wood that we are working towards selecting for building a very beautiful carved mandir, temple for the three Shaktis. The aspect of creation, the aspect of fulfillment, and the energy that provides resources, Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. So I wanted to be there right from the very beginning, and therefore we are trying to do this. Hopefully we'll be able to get the right word and everything will fall in place. And we selected 5 or 6 huge logs, and that was then transported. It was a great experience. It was 2 or 3 days for the whole process of selecting the wood at the timber merchant, talking to them and getting the right wood selected, then transporting it, and then we had to dry the wood because they were kind of wet. And so we are still in the process of drying the wood. So all of the wood that came home, we had to transport it one by one because they're very heavy. So we transported up to the terrace. So this is the teak wood that is drying up right now. Bear with us, because of the rains, we are drying clothes here. But this is going to become the most beautiful altar. At least it looks very, very beautiful on paper. And I hope that the divine guides us in making this as a beautiful altar. So once it is all dried up, apparently inside this, it's still a little wet. So it has been here already for about 10 days now. So I'll probably let it be here for another week and then have the person come and check out how it is. And then these are those huge logs of timber that we got cut. And then right now, they're all here. I'm doing some chanting just to make sure I make peace with this energy so that it provides a home for the altar. Here is our solar setup. Since we are up in the, sorry for all the mess. It's still a lot of work is going on. This is the huge inverter that we have and the battery setup that takes care of all the gadgets down as much as we can. We are trying to be environmental friendly. So it goes hand in hand. Spirituality, we believe, has to be a lifestyle. It's not separate from the life you lead. It has to be integrated. And therefore, if I don't respect Mother Nature, there's no point in me offering pujas to Devi and doing all the Sri Vidya worship. So it has to go hand in hand. So the first step we said is let us worship and be friendly with Prakriti. So these are the things that excite me about being here in Kanchipuram, because there's so much sunlight. We can harness these natural resources. So that's what's going on here. Another project we are doing is doing the acoustic treatment of, number one, the recording booth, as it were, where we want to do Vedic chanting, singing of bhajans, and so on and so forth, and also prepare all our rooms acoustically so that when we do live pujas or when we have programs, we invite young artists to sing. So when we do all of that, then we need acoustics to be in the right place. So that is the next project that is going to happen now. We are busy getting that done. We are also getting video lights. I've just ordered about 65, 70 video lights, and we might have to order another 20, 30 more to put in all these different floors, different spaces where we're going to offer different programs. So that when we do pujas, everything is very clear. When you see it, I want it to be in such a way that you feel that you are part of it. You're right here in this place. So that's why we are not compromising on the quality. Let's hope the divine guides us. This is the first addition to the mandir that's going to come up here. It's a very big mandir that's going to come up here. So this was the Durga Devi that has graced KYG at this point. She's a very, very beautiful marble statue that I got made, and I'm getting two more, Lakshmi and Saraswati. So they're going to come, and this will be a whole separate setup. I will talk more about it as and when that's happening. Lakshmi is in the process of being made. Saraswati is in the process of being made. I'm keeping my fingers crossed and praying that they manifest with the same beauty as Mother Durga has manifested. So this is the place where that temple is going to come. The teak wood that we bought, that's going to become a massive big temple here. And then comes, of course, the best part of KYG is the body is a temple of God. So one of the signature elements that KYG has always had is we have had exercise as part of our spiritual practice. Because if I don't treat this body, treat it well, keep it fit and healthy, then spiritual experience only becomes a matter of belief. It's not real. And therefore, this hall, if you see here, if you take this hall is going to be our yoga hall, mandir, puja hall, meditation hall, and so on. There's going to be a small stage that I've set up here where we'll have artists performing, singing bhajans when we do a puja or something like that. So let's see how all that happens. So along with that, just next door here is one project which is, I think, 99% complete, and that's the gym. So I have to introduce exactly what kind of exercises that is possible. So here you have. So this is one of my favorite space. This is where I do my workout. The whole idea here is to have exercises for the 5 elements. So there's a Panchabhuta Vyayam, and that we will talk about it in short videos. That's why I'm making all of this, so that it's not just only about muscle building. It's not only about like the hanging. Which element are we activating when we do a hanging pose, right? And then what elements do we activate when we do yoga asanas? What element do we activate when we do battle ropes and high intensity? So what elements do we activate when we do resistance training? All of this is a part of the 5 elements. And we have to harness all the energies of these 5 elements in the body to be healthy, so that when we sit in meditation, when we practice, the pranic movements become real. To me, this is a real experience. It's no longer a matter of belief, and therefore, this is what I want to share. And so we have this kind of thing slowly in place. And as soon as everything is ready and we start planning programs. We'll have more videos on this. And a small little storage room there is coming up to store extra stuff. There is also a games room being planned, table tennis and carom board for youngsters who want to come and just chill. There's a big project where I want to encourage young girls, especially young children, like 13 years, 14 years children who are playing at national level and state level. We want to encourage them and support them to reach international levels of excellence in the game. So we are setting up something like that. Let's see how all of this pans out. We are also getting guest rooms ready. So that project is also going on so that we have at least place for 6 to 8 people when they come. And so we can have a weekend of programs, or when youngsters want to come over and do a boot camp on fitness or yoga, we can do that as well. So I'm trying to get all of this in place. I truly believe at the end of the day that this is a divine project. This belief is from the depths of my heart. And I take pride in doing this. I do it in a sense of pride because I feel I'm part of something very big. At the same time, my heart bows in humble gratitude that the divine has chosen Maya and I to continue to offer this service. As always, thank you for watching. Stay blessed, stay inspired. Namaste.